Hello, TASOC designers. So as we move on to our next part of the unit, I want you to kind of see the different concepts that we're going over. So as a development, obviously human development has had an essential role in why electricity is considered important and the reason why we need to know about electricity and circuits. And as we adapt to the new world, electricity becomes a huge thing that we need to contend to, or that we need to adapt to. We need to be able to make sure we have enough power for everyone. We need to make sure we have enough power for our phones. We need to make sure that our batteries for our phones last longer. We need to make sure that we sell all of the power that we're making to other countries who don't have it. And lots of different things with that. With the resources that we have now, a lot of them are electrical. I mean, even when I use the word technology, usually the first thing that pops into students' minds are computers, phones, and tablets, which are all electrical devices. Okay, and for globalization and sustainability, really knowing that technology has changed the world in such a unique way, being able to explore how all of these different things work could help broaden your understanding of how the world around you works. We are going to be moving through our design. So what we're going to be doing is first is working through the workbook. Now, in your blog, sorry, wrong thing. And blog isn't up anymore. Okay, so in your blog, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be marking what you're learning from your workbook. So making sure that I can reference that you're taking the knowledge in the workbook and being able to understand it. So you're going to have all of these different things to work with in the workbook, and it's your job to at least make a sentence summary about every section of that workbook. The longer that your answers are, the more points you're going to receive. Once you do that, you start researching Circuit Scribe. As you're going through the workbook, they have the parts that allow you to test out each component, tells you the name of the component, how it works. Then, when you're looking at the task that you want to do, you start thinking, who do I need to work up with? How many of these components do I need? What other materials do I need in order to accomplish this? And then in order to get a 7 in the end. Okay? In your blog, you're going to need to develop a design specification, which talks about what you're going to need and how you're going to be able to get all of the things that you need, with data collected from the workbook and the internet. Okay? You need to have more than one Circuit Scribe project idea. So as you're brainstorming those ideas, you may want to make a post that just is called Circuit Scribe Ideas and just start describing those different ideas in it. You can even copy and paste the one from your previous post and put it in this as well. Okay? Then once you chose your design, give credit to those designs in MLA format and, tell me why you chose it. Okay? And the last part, you need to make sure that you have an accurate blueprint, which means I need you to draw out exactly what you're going to want this to look like. If it's 3D, we could talk about how to make those complex blueprints. You need to make sure that you have measurements down, so that way when you start actually creating it, you have a visual representation. This is a requirement, okay? In order to get a 7, you need diagrams, so more than one picture. If I go up here, okay, so this one would maybe be if you had 1. So it lists requirements. If you complete something that's incomplete, it goes all the way up to 1. So if you don't have all those components there, your grade for that criteria goes all the way up to the 1-2 category. So make sure that when you're drawing those things out, they're very accurate. If you have any more questions during class, you can ask me. Make sure that you're utilizing your time wisely. The more that you are talking to one another and the more that you're getting off task, you're going to set yourself behind. Okay, which won't leave you enough time in the creation stage. Once you get to the creation stage, your time frame for that creation is based on how well you're working on these sections of the project. So the more that you talk and the more that you're kind of making sure that all of the social aspects of the classroom are being maintained, then it's going to be less time for you to create. Then at the end of the unit, when you're asking me why we didn't have as much time to create it, I can start putting up points of those times where you weren't utilizing your class time as a whole group. You may have as an individual, but the whole group needs to be making sure that they are utilizing their class time. Okay, and if you're not utilizing your class time, then using your time at home to be able to go do some research and put other things together. Okay, so this is going to be your assessment rubric for the next part. Hopefully it was completely clarified. If not, let me know and have fun.